Oh shit, it's fucking tired over here. Time to start.
Raptors coming to town for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And with the road trip approaching, the Pacers will play the final game of their homestand. And you look at this team, 12 games off the lead, but certainly a team that's won its share of games.
Seeing where the Pacers are, you know, they've slipped a bit this season as far as playoff standings are concerned. And that's got to be troubling to that team at this point.
Well, they'll tell you they're not concerned. I mean, you know, that it's all about what they do in the playoffs. Still,
You start upgrading my players.
they would like to have home court advantage once they get to the postseason.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan, they're in the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's the Monster in at the 3 slot. Now here is Lowry. Patterson a screen on Stuckey. Here's the Monster.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hit.
Pass to Hill.
How do I take out that shit that shows? Broadcast settings. Yeah. You can't know always no comments. Alright.
The shot's good on the assist by George.
That's alright.
Nice way for him to get started here early.
And guys, hopefully a sign of things to come from him here.
Well, Steve, George Hill starting at point, maybe more of a combo rather than a 2-point. What do you think?
Well, yeah, no question he's a combo. Career average of only about 3 assists, so he's not a classic point guard. And a lot of people have argued that the Pacers need more of a playmaker, but I like what Hill brings to the table. Defensive-minded, smart, team guy, good shooter. So he's an important player for this club.
Outside, George
Fuck you mean I
to
left
the
the
left
play?
side wing. West with the ball, now guarded by the Monster.
No.
And it's good.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to
Nothing
pull
Hall of
off.
Fame
The
for you.
defense all over.
Lowry passes to the Monster. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Lowry drives in the Monster, and he's good.
Let's
on the
go. Try to get that
Monster's
limited
got
green.
himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Man, I played 55 overall, bro.
They come in
I'm
off the
saying
loss to the
holy shit.
Trailblazers.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end,
Ah, fuck.
trying to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
Here's the Monster after David West's
Let's go.
by
That's good.
Valanciunas.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
There, look at that.
Here's
Ooh.
Hill. The Raptors getting the ball. And here are the Pacers now.
Come on, man. You should have won that shit.
West kicks to Stuckey, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
I shoot in backcourt.
Hill against Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Hill dishes to Stuckey. West, right side. Shoots from the right block. And
Bro,
good
you
coming
trying
on
to
the
dig,
assist
bro.
by
Come on,
Rodney
you gotta
Stuckey.
go and block those.
6 points for David West. Raptors trail by 3. There's a good screen. The Monster passes to DeRozan. Here's the Monster. The pass to Lowry. Lets it go with the 3. Rodney Stuckey pulls it in. For Indiana, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start in. outside Hill. And George now top of the key. Hibbert with the screen. George up top. Now recovering. Fires. High post. The shot by George. No good.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Dishes it to Valanciunas. Outside DeRozan. And the foul on the monster.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's his first foul.
On
Well,
bullshit.
out, and when that happens, you know, at some point, you
Man,
have
hold
to
on for a
just turn and
second.
get back to fit.
On bullshit.
When that happens, you know, at some point, you
Man, hold on
have
for
to
a
just turn and
second.
get back to fit.
Alright.
Defensively, that time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
It's stolen by Lowry. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Here's the monster. And he hits it to tie the game up. The monster's got 6.
You know, guys, most coaches prefer you drive the lane in transition, but this time the floor opened up for him out on the three-point line.
Hill kicks to George. It's stolen by Lowry.
Ooh,
Right
nice.
side Lowry. And the go-ahead
Oh,
bucket.
come on,
No
yo.
good.
That's on
Well, they'll
bullshit.
give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Stuck outside for George. And it's blocked.
Block a little bit.
Now DeRozan.
I don't know what I
He's
did
been
with
patient
two.
so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Oh, nice. Now this
And he
perfect
takes
time.
it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Well, the number since the All-Star break, and here's how Indiana ranks league-wide. 3rd in steals, 4th in fewest turnovers per game. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
Yeah, let's go back to those steals for a second, Clark. I think that's such a key aspect for this team's success because when they get out and really pressure teams and force mistakes, that allows them to get easy shots at the other end offensively.
So it's Toronto now. Paul George missing from long range. The shot's good from the monster. Pacers trail by 4. Hill dishes to West. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll
Bullshit.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Some changes for Indiana. Mahaney's checked in for
My
him.
nigga's so slow.
Scola comes in for David West. And it's Watson in for Rodney Stuckey. Johnson, he's checked in for
Nah,
Toronto.
could've- yeah, there we go.
Comes in for Patrick
I love
Patterson.
that bullshit.
And
Cause
it's
I'm
Paul
down.
George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat
Alright, get
and
it.
threw the
Pass it,
whistle.
pass it back. No, don't let him
Get
shoot.
there
Oh,
late,
fuck.
that's what happened.
The Raptors
I knew
making
it,
a
bro.
switch here.
Yeah,
Williams is
shit.
checked in. Now George. Following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. And George kicks to Hill.
Gotta get it.
And
There we
taken away
go.
by Johnson.
Oh,
Down low.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two-handed jam.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And so he has a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Toronto?
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Oh, yeah, that's my fault. I
The
can't pass
Pacers
this.
making a switch here.
Oh, come on.
Toronto also making a switch. Here's Sloan. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Passes it to George. 1 second left. No luck. And then And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Indiana, George and Score, the forwards. Rodney Stuckey out there with Hill, and it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the foul on the Monster. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. As long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
David West, he's checked in for Indiana. Back to Stuckey. Outside, George, 6 on the shot clock. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
You have to wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons, what's his ceiling? With his size and skill set, there's very little he can't do on the floor.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Stuckey left side. West passes to Hill.
Not worry about
Stuckey
anyone.
dishes to West.
My defense, they gotta
From the
do it.
baseline. And the jumper is good.
Yeah.
West has got 10 points. Well, Clark, for Paul George, it's incredible to think that he was taken as late as he was in the draft. But as you said earlier, his ceiling is through the roof. He's right up there with LeBron and KD.
I don't understand why I can't make it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's really nice to
I
watch
might still
this
suck because
develop.
they're shooting, but
They progress each year. They're taking incredible amounts of hard work for him to surpass either of those two in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to Paul George's ceiling. It's just going to be a matter of his commitment to the work.
wait, what? Ah, fuck. I thought that he just threw it out. Go, man.
On defense, Toronto.
No, tell the fall,
Hill
tell the
with
fall.
it. Lowry picks him up. West kicks to Hill. He dishes it to Stuckey. Knocked away. You know, here
Fuck
we go.
yeah, pass it,
Lowry,
pass it.
nobody back.
Let's
Here's
go.
the Monster. He's called, and he
Ooh.
draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free
Yeah.
throw line. That one on George.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
For Toronto, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 feet. That's good from the Monster.
What a game we've seen here for the Monster. 13 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And while we can, let's see which rookies have led the way in scoring since the All-Star break. You look at the Monster, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Well, just like the rest of the guys on that list, he's a rookie basically in name only now. I mean, in the second half of this season, he's been playing and scoring like a veteran.
It definitely has been a short learning curve for him, Steve, especially offensively.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel
That's
has
the
helped
college
turn
block.
this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As
I thought
Paul
you were
George
gonna
put it,
touch
Coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks.
Let's see some of the numbers here for DeMar DeRozan. Some quality basketball from him this year. Averaging about 15 points, 4 assists. Standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been giving them major contributions on a daily basis.
Oh.
West with the ball, guarded down by Patrick Patterson.
Oh, yeah, my
Set the
team.
pick for Hill. Puts up a 3. And he
Oh, my
gets it.
God.
Hill's got to make
What?
it in the single digits for Indiana.
That is not an easy shot right there.
Oh,
He had to
never
get it
listened
off
to
over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow 3, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
You gotta make that. You gotta make. There we go, bro.
And they wasted no
Jesus.
time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle, a lot of contact there. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Well, for Paul George to lead last season, not just about accentuating his strengths, but also cutting back on the negative plays, in particular, lowering his fouls and turnovers while he was on the floor. Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Here's the monster. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Stuckey dishes to Hill. Inside the Hibbert. And the layup is good.
Oh, so much bullshit. Oh, he fucking sucks. We'll go with Clippers after this.
Hustle play on the putback by him.
Lowry passes to the monster. Lets it go from deep. There's the bucket. Good. The monster's got 18 points.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it
He's
here
that
in the
stuck,
second.
so I'm gonna show it off.
Lowry against Hill. Feeds to West. Blocked. Now here is Lowry.
You don't understand how fucking fast it is, bro. I had a fast break right there.
Here's the monster.
Whoa, this nigga flew. What the fuck? I thought he was gonna jump over him.
Hill with it.
Come on. Get that double team. That's double team.
Outside, George. Rodney
Fuck,
Stuckey
fuck,
on the
fuck.
wing.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
That ball was nice speed that time from George.
Ball movement. Put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Toronto leading by 9. Lowry passes to the monster. Patterson a screen on George.
Go. Shoot
Lowry
that shit.
is the open look. And again,
Yeah.
Toronto with the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Indiana moving the ball away. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Back to Stuckey. Shot clock at 6. And George, there we go. And the
There we
rejection
go.
by Valanciunas.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Here's the monster. And again,
Fuck yeah,
Toronto
bro.
with the triple.
Let's do this.
12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
I can't get that.
Stolen
Yeah.
by Kyle Lowry. Here's the
Let's go.
monster. It's good.
Yes, let's go. And one,
Shot,
bitch.
so he will go to the line.
That's
Three-point
dick.
chance here.
Oh.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahaney's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for David West. Alan Sloan's checked in for Rodney Stuckey.
That's some Hall of Fame cheese right here, bro. What the fuck?
A new group in now for the Raptors. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas
No.
Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Holy shit.
I like the offensive awareness to
That's
exploit
just
that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's the monster, defended by George. No good for the
I feel like
monster.
can't make shit, bro.
First outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Boston
That's
Celtics.
fucking
It didn't
55
seem to be
overall.
much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored and, well, not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game,
That's it.
and actually nearly the
Oh,
entire game, and no matter what unit was out
Come on,
there,
get. Oh, there we go.
like a mismatch
Nice.
to me.
I'm gonna pass it back. I ain't gonna do it this shit. Alright, over here.
Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. Johnson with a screen on Scola.
Alright.
1:56 left in the first half.
Let's go.
No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
It's tipped. And oh, here we go with
You gotta
Ross.
dunk that, bro.
Nobody
Oh, bro, you so serious.
back. Here's the
Oh,
monster.
what the? Oh, no, never mind.
No good
I
for
take
the
that back.
monster.
The
Pacers
fuck
trail
would
by
I do?
17. Watson dishes to George.
Oh, fuck. Can I hit that back?
Here's
The rocket
Sloan.
can't shit. Shut the fuck
He's
up.
been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Fucking faggot.
Rebound by Williams.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And
Oh,
with the
shit.
slam. He has a highlight reel.
I about went out. Go back in, bro.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Oh, yeah, he made that shit.
Great use of the pick to create.
I long man, let's go. What the fuck?
George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Williams passes to the monster. Johnson with a screen on George. Here's the monster. And it's going to be 2 free throws to contact on the shot.
Well, last season the fans in Indiana finally came back in bunches to support their hometown Pacers. In the top 10 in attendance, up to 25th in 2013.
Well, Clark, you look at the low attendance numbers for the Pacers in years past, from 2007 to 2012. They averaged the 2nd worst in the league. I think that surprised a lot of people.
It really did. It surprised me and the rest of the organization as well. Yet that corresponds with the seasons that the Pacers actually dipped below 500. There wasn't a lot of promise on the horizon. With the Pacers winning
Watch how great this guy is. This guy is getting 28 points. Fucking Hall of Fame, he's 55 overall. Oh shit, he cost me over.
Have doubled up since 2012, so things are headed in the right direction.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it was my ball. That was...
George kicks to Skull.
Get it. What the fuck?
Unloads from
Oh no, he makes that shit.
It's rebounded by the monster. The monster's got 6 rebounds in the game. He got it up.
Oh fuck, I made that shit.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Raptors out in front. They finish off the 2nd quarter on a 20-7 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to get the ball more.
Good luck with that, young man. Kevin, a young talent looking to do whatever it takes to make it in the NBA.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. First off, I love how opportunistic we've been, capitalizing on just about every turnover. They're most exposed on D right after they cough it up, and we've done a great job of taking advantage of it. The guys I
that's pretty fast.
are the guys who came off the bench
Starting off
and
my
gave
first
us
game, that was good.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. So far, we'll see if that changes here in the 3rd. What a game we're seeing from the monster.
Yeah, he's been a revelation here tonight, Clark. Scoring almost at will there in the half.
Hard to imagine he'll keep it up for the next 2
He will give me a lot of
You
minutes
never know.
for a
So
first
the
game.
Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson
Not
is
because
the
I'm doing like better than.
in the middle. And it's the monster.
Oh, whoa. Nah. That's bullshit. Oh, fuck, bro. Like I got lucky.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Here's the screen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He flew.
You know, he may not have the elevation or the hops. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
Yeah, well, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, I mean, he can put it down.
And Paul George again. George has got 11.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Lowry passes to the monster. Feeds into Valanciunas. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Stuckey. Here's the monster. That one off the back iron and out. David West, kind of an old school mold for big men guys. He's tough. Clark, you saw this, incredibly physical. Steve, with a great IQ for the game.
Yeah, kind of like the Davis brothers of those 90 Pacers teams. Dale and Antonio, just physically dominant. He would fit right in with those guys.
That's good.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and
Perfect,
make that big
perfect.
lead even bigger.
90 seconds now into the second half.
No, I don't want to. I would say the same bullshit. Oh, you left the either side or something like that.
It's back to Hill. 5 to
Oh, I ain't
shoot.
gonna get that one.
Stucky into the lane. Teardrop shot. Can't hit. Nice D from DeRozan.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
And that one's good.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
And this is a good time to show you some of the league's most disruptive defenders over the past month. The steal leaders at the small forward. Second is Paul George. And, of course, the last.
You're an opposing small forward. This could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball.
Lowry passes to the monster. West with the steal. And here is Hill. He has 7. West setting the pick for Hill. Pass to West. And it's Hill penetrating. Good on the shot. Hill's got 9.
Something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll. And while we have a moment, let's check out those dynamic, no question about it. Almost impossible to handle.
Yeah, I agree. Not the guy you want to have to go up against right now. I mean, who knows when he'll cool off. These runs of his can last a while.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, common wisdom among players is that it's better to be an unrestricted free agent than a restricted one. However, a recent study found that comparable players ended up making more money in restricted free agencies. Teams know they have to overpay to avoid a player's team matching that offer. Kevin?
Some good examples from this offseason.
Hit it out.
Great job, thanks.
Yeah, the contracts given to Chandler Parsons and Gordon Hayward come to mind. I mean, both were able to command max salaries despite not yet being star caliber.
Here's Stucky. There's the feed to George.
Oh, you see that bullshit?
West dishes to George. He sinks the 11
Ah, so much bullshit right
6 points in the
now.
quarter.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
The
You can
fuck?
say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down
Niggas don't
low.
want to pass me the ball.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan.
What the? I ain't no playmaking in the
Hill
fucking
gets
middle, bro.
one.
Let me
They
set a
set
pick
the
from
pick.
here. No, give me the fucking ball.
Shot off the
I ain't
screen.
gonna shoot
That's
that.
good. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Hill with it. Lowry picks him up. The kick out to Hill. Back to Stucky. Indiana moving the ball over. Nobody near George.
No, that was on my man, bro. I was fucking someone right front of him.
15 points for Paul
bullshit.
George. Raptors leading by 17.
These niggas don't want to pass me the ball. Thank you.
Off target from
Ooh,
three-point
that's
range.
my fault.
His touches
Oh, now I see why.
disappeared on him
Ooh.
this quarter.
Now I see why you don't want
Just
to pass me
hasn't
the
been able to
ball.
get
Alright.
it going.
It's my first games only, guys, though. I'm 55 overall.
Now Hill.
You gotta give me some
9
kind of
points in the
excuse.
game so far. Outside, George.
Shit for
It's
30
back
points.
to Hill. 6 on the shot clock.
Hall of Fame difficulty, man.
Stucky tries inside.
Oh, fuck.
He's got his second basket.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Over here.
Old school
Over here, bro.
physical play in the paint dominating.
The shot by Lowry.
Obviously,
No
they fucking
good.
got the ball.
Pacers
You
trail
fucking
by
have to
15.
fuck them out, bro.
It's George on the wing. Here's West. And a good offensive board. And against the bucket. West has got 14.
Tell you what, he has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple of games.
There's the pick.
Here's a pick. I can give him fucking ball.
Lowry kicks to Patterson.
What the hell are you doing? Give me the ball, man.
Here's the monster.
I don't care about missing.
And the Raptors
Need
missing
the fucking ball.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
I know because
Here's
look,
Hill.
you don't fucking with fucking I'm bull.
11 points in
All
the
the
game.
things.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
DeRozan in the corner. 16 feet away. Green for 2 points. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's Hill. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in a draft game.
Keep shooting. The slump's got to end sometime.
Mahaney's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in.
Let's go, you're up.
Pacers trail by 14.
Nah, they put me in the fucking slump time.
Watson with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ross with the steal. There's the three. And that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 17.
0.2 seconds. Nah, fuck. I was bullshit. What are you fucking doing 2.2? Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Okay.
Here is Williams.
You get stuck in the ball.
Scola plays the 4 with Hibbert at the 5. Donovan Sloan out there with Rodney Stuckey.
55
And it's
overall
George
player, bro.
at the
What you
small
gonna do?
forward spot. That's the Pacers 5. No good from the monster.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Goes up again. Hibbert. And it goes
What?
as the official.
Foul me?
Foul. Count it.
What did I
Shoot
do?
one more at the free throw line. West is checked in for the Pacers. The Raptors also with a sub. Kyle Lowry is checked in for Lou Williams. Here's the monster, defended by George. And the
Whoa,
foul on
bro.
the monster. That's his 5th foul.
Too much
After a first half where he had just one turnover, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for James Johnson.
Better get it.
Sloan dishes to Stuckey. He feeds it to George. Here's Sloan. Rebound by the Raptors. The Monsters got 8 rebounds in this game. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Puts up the baby hook. Shot no good. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
Just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
On a bound. Spaces
what?
balls. Indiana gains
Out.
possession. And George, here we go. Clock at 6. Crew on the 14-footer. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
The entire defense was frozen for him. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Patterson is screen on West. Kicks it to Patterson. Now the pass to the monster. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then
So
creating
it's my
points
player and it's just a
offensively as a
rebound.
result.
Hill is checked in for Donald Sloan. And it's Hibbert missing.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's the monster. And again, no good by Toronto.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Now, here is George. Lets it go from 14. That misses off the bat. Here's the monster. He's guarded by Stuckey.
Oh, bro, that was a foul. I was on the block. That was a foul.
Outside Hill.
Back
to Stuckey. Some nice passing here by Indiana. George with no one around. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got 4 assists now tonight. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's the monster, defended by George. Patterson, the screen, lets the 3 fly, and the Raptors miss again.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for Rodney Stuckey. Raptors leading by 10. Here's the monster. It's rebounded by Indiana.
I can't even make a fucking
West
ring.
has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Stuckey kicks to Hill.